Hey, my name's Gudokon, and welcome back to another video. Now today, we're actually going to be doing a reaction video. We're going to be reacting to Top 10 Most Controversial Anime Episodes by WatchMojo. Now, looking from the thumbnail, we already know it's going to be talking about Goblin Slayer, but we got, there are bound to be some other ones, probably some that I will disagree with, because, you know, some controversial episodes are just people being people and just being stupid. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoy. If you did, like down below, comment down below, let me know what you think. What do you think is a controversial moment, and let me know what moment you hated in an anime. And subscribe to the channel, and I ran out of ideas, so I thought, let's just react to something. Anyways, let's begin.
10 punishments and confession. Darling,
Oh god, not this again.
If you want to see a character's popularity and likability plummet in the blink of an eye, then you need look no further than the time that Ichigo forcibly kissed Hiro and confessed her love to him.
This made me so mad. Not the episode. The episode didn't make me mad. In fact, I didn't even think there was anything wrong, like, much with the episode. Of course, like, now that I think about it, it is, I can see why people would hate this character now. But the people who said the things to the studios and producer himself, that got me pissed. Because, okay, I get it. Shows get hate all the time. Like, I'm part of the Sword Art Online and Black Clover fan base. I know what hate is. I know how much hate people send. And even, I can agree with some of it, but when you go ahead and, when you send death threats to producers, that's where you're basically just fucking yourself off, because you don't send death threats to anyone except rapists and pedophiles. But despite that, you can't do that. You don't send death threats to people who are making a show for entertainment, okay? Like, you can't expect them to get everything right, first of all. And second of all, death threats are just not, they're not nice. This, like, why do you think that's bad?
Just as he was about to chase after Zero 2,
Yeah, I can see why people would hate this character now,
some people did
but
not react very favorably to this act and would use the hashtag Bichigo on Twitter to show their
I didn't know that.
In fact, some people would take it to an even more extreme degree, sending death threats to the series producer, Yuichi Fukushima. All this for a show that has since been mostly forgotten.
Mostly forgot. You're kind of wrong there, buddy. This show has not been mostly forgotten. In fact, I don't even think it's been forgotten at all. People still listen to the openings. People still post memes about this show. Mostly using Zero 2 and Ichigo for, like, you know the whole, would you press the button, you become an anime girl, but you'd be a lesbian? That was used. That was used as a meme. This show's still one of the highest popularity shows ever. So, yeah, this show's not been, people still cosplay. This show has not at all been forgotten. Not even close. So, yeah. No, not been forgotten. But yeah, I totally agree. Sending death threats is not okay. Although the hashtag Bichigo thing is kind of funny.
Number 9, Taboo Index.
Okay.
Online, Alice
This one I can see why people hate. Okay. This one, yes. While this scene was not at all as bad, nowhere near as, like, you know, anger-inducing that it made me. This scene didn't make me anywhere near as angry as it did with the Alfheim situation with Asuna and Tsuko. But this was still really shocking, and this was pretty shocking, and, like, the whole time, like, I thought this was a shocking scene, but then after that, once Yujigo, like, you'll see.
Just when you were out of the woods, just when the visual splendor of the series was about to make us forget about Alfheim Online, this happens.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God. I think one of my followers on Twitter, I don't know if he watches my videos or not, he or she watches my videos or not, but he or she has Tias as their waifu, so I don't think that guy's gonna be really happy seeing this.
Much like what happened with Oberon,
Oh jeez.
something of a faux pas by using this scene as a throwaway plot point to demonstrate that the bad guys are bad and they do bad things.
Basically, they use their noble title as
international streaming,
yeah.
and even more so for the American TV broadcast on Adult Swim. Author Reiki Kawahara would later state that he has since moved on from this sort of plot device and won't be using it again in his future works. So
I'm glad that he did that because A, this plot point is not a positive one, and it's gonna get you a lot of hate in your shows. Like, yes, I get it. Like, you know, shock value. It can sometimes work, but it has to be but it has to work well. It can't just, you know, work for a plot point. It has to also work for character development, and like it has to make sense. It has to make sense. While he got 2 of these steps right in this, the third step that he forgot is that like it doesn't really make sense. All it does is just show us that these guys are just bad people. So yeah, while he covered the first 2 steps, you know, it works for shock value and it helps for character development. It doesn't really help with the situation of why they're doing this in the first place. Just proving a point that they're bad, I guess. Well then again, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. Not nearly, okay? Like, Alfheim is much worse. Basically, these guys just use their power as nobles to try and stop Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, come on. You could have at least given us the satisfaction of seeing Yu-Gi-Oh's awesome powers. Come on, seriously. That scene was badass, though. I will give him that. And yeah, I wouldn't say that scene there was like the worst scene ever, but I can see why people would absolutely hate it. Like, and yeah, it left me uncomfortable, that's for sure. But yeah, I am glad that Reiki is moving on from those type of scenes because, like I said, like those scenes they don't work very well unless you like are able to complete those 3 steps. And B, like it gives you more like you know a better creative mindset, and it makes you look more creative that you're using more like you know creative ways to be able to make the bad guy. Like, instead of just using that, instead you can use, like, maybe, like, a motive. Yeah. Not trying to roast you, Reiki, but try. although the current villain in SAO is pretty cool. He has a cool motive.
It's less Sakugirl choices, and it kinda hurts, but you learn just...
Oh, God.
So
Is this the whole situation with Funimation and the other studios?
give it a try. Interspecies reviewers. It's the
Why the hate?
Camel's back.
Best show of winter ever.
The fate of this absurdly ecchi yet hilarious series is somewhat tragic, especially given the anime streaming industry's lofty standards on what is considered too much.
First of all, Funimation, I have a question to ask you. What are your standards exactly? Have you ever mentioned your standards? Like, what are these standards? For all we know, you and your studio's grabbing a bunch of anime series that seems popular enough in Japan, and then taking them, putting them in, dubbing them, and then releasing them. With a bit of maybe censored and uncensored versions, I think. But you never told us your standards. Like, you gave us High School DD, a dub to High School DD. You gave us a dub to, Shin Maimano Testament. And that is, like, one of the etchiest shows I've seen in my entire life. Yet, interspecies reviewers crosses your standards? You did prison school as well, like, I don't get it. Like, yes, I get it, this show is a lot etchier than the manga, and etchier than the shows that I mentioned, but like you never mentioned once about your standards. What are your standards? Is it because your voice actors just didn't want to do this or something? You like tell us the truth. What happened?
Yes, we're watching our pervy trio go through a gender bend process to understand how ladies feel when they get laid. And yes, we did see some rather intimate details.
It's for culture. I loved this episode. It was hilarious.
But for so many companies Japanese to suddenly stop broadcasting? Come on, guys. Monster Girls need love too.
Monster Musume. That's another show that you dubbed Funimation. And this doesn't follow under your standards? What are your standards? Jesus Christ.
Number 7, School Days. School Days.
Oh my god.
Go again.
Here we go again. Okay, look. I get why you guys hate this show. I get why so many people hate School Days. But when you think about it, the way they made this is kind of genius. It's like a genius writing. And I get why some of you guys might think it's whack, but the fact that they took an arc, a route from the visual novel, and adapted this one out of all of them, I like this. I really do. I like, you know, your MCs, most of them have got to be, like, you know, likable characters. But having an MC that's not likable in the slightest, that is what I call, that was new, that was refreshing, and I liked it. I liked it. Of course, I hated the character, but I liked it. I thought it was nice. I thought it was a nice change. We should get more of those shows like that.
We don't deny we got some major morbid delight from watching Makoto get stabbed by one of his many lovers after she discovered that he had cheated on her with one of the other poor saps that agreed to mount his extracurricular.
Yeah, that scared the shit out of me.
Too bad that
When that said goodbye, that scared the shit out of me. Not even her popping out with a knife, just the fact the word goodbye was enough to make me jump. It scared the shit out of me. And then when she stabs him, like, I don't know what I was feeling. I was feeling like, okay, you know, this guy's a douchebag, but murder, oh my god, that's a huge twist.
day this abysmal series was about to end, an actual murder took place with some shockingly similar circumstances surrounding it.
What? Oh, now that it makes sense now. It makes sense now. Oh my god. Is that why it's so controversial? Because of that? Really? Holy crap. I did not know that. I actually didn't know that. An actual murder of the same thing. Wow. Talk about bad fucking luck. TNK, I feel sorry for you guys. Studio that made the anime.
What to do in the face of such a moral conundrum? Delay the episode and post replacement footage of a nice boat to avoid any controversy. Yeah, you can see how that worked out great.
That explains it. Okay, I call bullshit on that. I call straight up bullshit. Come on. What do you expect them to do? Like, come on. Like, they actually, you're making a show, yet while you're making the show, like, right to when you finish it, an actual murder that happened that looks exactly like this, that happened exactly, kind of like almost the same way as this happened. What do you expect them to do? Like, do you imagine how much more hate this studio and this show would have gotten if they happened shit? Like, what do you want them to do? Like, what? That's just bullshit right there. Freaking shitty people. Like, come on. Coincidences happen, okay? Oh my gosh. Coincidences happen, and they don't mean it. They're not trying to depict what actually happened, okay? It's like the same thing with a My Hero Academia fucking incident. With like the whole, you know, guy has the same name as someone from a Japanese person from World War II, where the guy had the same birthday as someone from World War II. It's the exact same thing. It's such bullshit. Oh my god.
Number 6, love is a maiden's power.
This I can agree wholeheartely with. This, look, I just hate Studio Dean. I hate Studio Dean. They're a terrible studio. They never can make, like, ever since 2014, before 2014 happened, they've made great shows. Well, besides Konosuba, they made fantastic shows. Well, Konosuba was released after 2014. But once Pupa was released, they've just made horrible shows. Studio Dean has just been terrible. And then we get this. A1, why? Why did you let it go? Well, I mean, you had to do Sword Art Online, so it was between SAO and Seven Deadly Sins. I would have picked SAO because I've watched that longer.
Deadly Sins. This one hurts. This one really hurts.
Yep. What is his face? What is his face? What is that background?
The dumpster fire aspects of this latest series, including a shocking start to the third season with weird censorship of blood, just as long as they gave us this monumental fight between two sins the respect it deserved in adaptation. Well, they didn't.
Nope. Like, you could literally see how bad the frame rates are. You could see how bad they did this. Like, it's like this. Like, I get it. Like, there's some, like, you know, they can't always be smooth frame rates. Their anime never, or hardly ever has smooth frame rates. Unless they're, like, you know, CGI, like Beastars. Like, they're never smooth. But this is, like, just absolute awful. Look at this. What is this? What is this? What is that background? Like, can you, like, hang on? Come on.
Instead,
Okay, who's the one flying backwards? Is he flying backwards or is Meliodas flying backwards? Like, it makes it look like whenever Meliodas kicked him, he's the one flying backwards. But this guy, he's the one that's flying, oh my god. Studio Dean, you fucking suck. Man, I'm glad that they didn't do the movie of Konosuba.
they dishonored the Lion Sin of Pride by reducing the reveal of the One into a meh moment, while the physicality of the fight was totally ruined due to the animation being of poor quality. Escanor truly deserves so much better than this.
And then this was just...
Number 5, Butterfly entangled in a...
that was just straight up, why? 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 Look, I haven't even seen the second season of the Seven Deadly Sins, but I can already tell that I'd fucking enjoy it because it's made by A1 Pictures. But whenever I saw the third season, I just gave up. I'm just like, you know what? Maybe I should just watch the second season and then drop it and read the manga because I don't want to watch this abysmal of a production. Studio Dean, you never cease to disappoint me. Maybe it's a good thing that they're not making a second season of, like, Sankarea or something like that they've done in the past.
Spider's Web, Overlord. In hindsight, Bone Daddy Ainz fully embracing his role as the big bad of this fantasy world isn't all that surprising.
Oh, is this like the whole controversy of like him all of a sudden being like he was the anti-hero the entire time and now he's the bad guy? I've never seen Overlord. I've only watched like two episodes before I dropped it like completely. I wasn't interested in it at all. So I don't really care if I get spoiled by this or not, but I've heard so many things about this to the point where okay, it's nothing new.
I mean, we've seen him viciously kill off his opponents before and use the NPCs of the world as his tools on numerous occasions. Apparently, some fans weren't so convinced and were outraged to discover their precious skeleton was now full-on chaotic neutral, willing to lead innocents to their deaths for his
What was that? That CGI looked like something from Arifureta. It looked worse a little bit. I don't know. Like, it looked a little worse, I gotta say. I can't tell if it looked a little better or a little worse, actually. But it didn't look good. Madhouse, what happened to you?
And amusement. That, or they just couldn't handle...
That CGI was terrible! JC Staff can you do better than you on that CGI, and you did One Punch Man Season 1. Wow! Man, that does not look like Madhouse standards. Man, this show released, like, what was the season release? 2018? Dude, High School of the Dead looked better, and that was 2010. Are they becoming like Studio Dean? Oh god, please no.
The scene with the carnivorous cockroaches. Number 4, The Shield Hero. The Rising of the Shield Hero.
Okay, this one, like, I thought this was a fantastic opening to a show. This was a fantastic opening. It definitely established what we should feel about the characters, especially this bitch right here. I love this. Was amazing. This was an amazing episode, but people hated it because trying something new, of course. But this something new was amazing. It set it off a perfect opening to a show. I can't wait for season 2 and 3.
Such a shame that many chose not to give this masterful isekai the time it deserved because they weren't too keen on the opening episode.
And I don't get it.
While the subject of false rape accusations and slavery are indeed brought up, many are in agreement that the way the series handled such subjects was both mature and narratively vital, since the slander thrown against Naofumi sends him spiraling to the very bottom, making his eventual rise into the true hero all the more spectacular.
Exactly! It was well written! I don't get it! It was so good! It was a great opening to a show! So why is there so much hate on it? I don't get it. Like, if you're gonna hate you can hate the character. Well, not Naofumi. Never Naofumi. Naofumi's OP as hell. Like, but I can't remember the bitch's name, but the girl with the red hair, I don't freaking remember. Bitch. Well, her name's Bitch now, because, you know, Naofumi made it clear. Her name's Bitch. Why do people, like, hate the character? Hate the character. Hate Bitch. Yes, you can do that. You can hate Bitch. But how can you hate the show? It makes no sense. It's a great opening to a show. People are such idiots. Mine, that's her name. Well, I'm calling you bitch anyways. Yeah.
Not that the protesters would get to see it, since some maintained their displeasure to the very end.
It was such a fantastic opening to a show. It was a great opening to a show. It definitely established what it was going to be about. It's definitely made its point saying it's going to be its own thing. It's not going to be like all the other generic shows. It's definitely going to be different. And it was a great opening to a show. Great opening. But people hate it because people are people.
Number 3, Electric Soldier Porygon. Pokemon.
Oh, is this the photosynthesis thing? Where a lot of people who watched the show had, like, you know, seizures in Japan?
The Pocket Monsters are no stranger to controversy. However, out of all their unfortunate exploits, nothing can really...
I wouldn't be surprised if they also add the jelly-filled donut thing to this thing. Well, then again, that's worst dub moments, so I guess that wouldn't count.
Top the time, they set a new Guinness World Record for the most amount of epileptic fits.
Yep.
At once.
Yep. Epilepsy warning.
A scene featured in this cyberspace-based episode saw Pikachu cause an explosion with a strobe effect, which resulted in many children and adults all over Japan having epileptic seizures, among other...
That's trippy a little.
The show would be taken off air for 4 months and would change Japanese animation practices. Ironic that such a forgettable episode would have its name cemented into the public mainstream because of such a terrible mistake.
Okay, at least it doesn't show it, because that was like I looked at all those like blinking lights, just it kept going for so long. Like, I'd be like, of course people are gonna get gonna get seizures and stuff like that. Like, kids never listen. They always sit up close to the TV, like, waiting for their favorite show to come on. I'm sure you guys have done it with, like, Dragon Ball and Yu-Gi-Oh! And Avatar and stuff like, and shows like that, and Teen Titans. You've always sit up close to the TV and just huddle up on your knees, and you're just, like, ready, anticipating for it. And of course you're just gonna sit up that close to the TV. You're excited. And when something like this happens, like, boom, it just... Try to make a sister system next time.
Number 2, The Fate of Particular Adventurers, Goblin Slayer. Oh boy.
This is another show that I have not seen, and but I'm at a point where episode 1's just already spoiled for me because, well, I haven't been spoiled completely. I've only been spoiled in the first episode, but I don't know anything except the first episode because people just talked about it so freaking much. But I've heard a lot of AniTubers say that this show was a great opening to the show because like it makes sense. Like, I'm not exactly sure about the details, but
this one was something, wasn't it?
一度戻って準備をした方が。はあ？ここまで来て何？
Granted, if audiences had known what they were in for, and a convenient mature tag had been put in place, then...
That's right, I forgot! Like, people made such a big deal about this, but so many people said that if they had just read if they knew what was in the light novel, and they had just read what was in it, like, they wouldn't have been in this situation. Like, I mean, when you're adapting an original source material, something from an original source material, they're gonna adapt. If they're faithful to it, they're gonna adapt everything, okay? Well, all the points that should be adapted. So, like, it would make sense that they'd adapt this in it, so they're just getting, like, it's weird how this controversy didn't start in the light novel.
Maybe there wouldn't have been such a huge backlash against this Dark Fantasy's opening episode.
Yep.
Say what you will about the overall quality of the series, the sudden and brutal death of a group of adventurers at the hand of an evil bunch of little green mutants certainly got people talking. That and the tactless implications of sexual assault against its female characters. You could see the rage train coming from a mile away.
Everyone's just gonna do it. Doesn't matter. Oh, shit. Sorry. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. If there's any sort of, sexual violating scenes in a show, it's gonna get backlash no matter what. No matter what. It's always gonna happen. Always will happen. Even if it adds character development, even if it makes sense in the show, no matter what, they're just gonna hate it. It doesn't matter. Oh my god. And this is coming from a guy who's extremely sensitive to that kind of stuff, okay? So that's saying something. I hate that stuff, but it would make sense if it was put in there and, if it was actually a scene that made sense.
Ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos.
Oh wait, that was not number 1?
If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your
Was that not number 1?
Switch on notifications.
Oh god, what was number 1?
The beast that shouted I at the heart of the world. Neon Genesis Evangelion. Congratulations, Evangelion. You did it. You managed to enrage your fanbase to such an extent that you succeeded in earning yourself that rarest distinction that only a select few series gain when their watchers become obscenely irate. Death threats.
What?
Yeah, the folks over in Japan lost the plot a bit when they discovered the end of the show was just Shinji caught between a mental breakdown and a philosophical reflection, complete with major budget cuts.
Honestly, whenever I saw these last 2 episodes, I thought that they were okay. I didn't hate them. Like, I definitely made me rate the show lower to a 9 out of 10, but I thought that they were okay. I didn't think that they were awful. Like, they definitely added more of a character development to Shinji, and the ending wasn't the worst thing. It was confusing, but it wasn't the worst thing. But I didn't actually know that. I knew that this had controversy in it, but I didn't know that so many people hated it. I didn't actually know that, like, it got death threats and stuff. Once again, death threats. Don't fucking do that. Oh my god, people are idiots. The movie, The End of Evangelion, was a fucking perfect movie, though. 10 out of 10. And the remade movies are awesome as well. I definitely would check them out. I can't wait for that 4th one. Congratulations!
It's not exactly what we hoped for, but it is memorable in its own kind of way. We just wish others had seen it that way. This unpopular ending would later be rectified with the release of End of Evangelion.
Yeah, it's not a perfect ending, and it's not exactly what we wanted, but it's a good
Which
ending.
episode shocked you the most? Let us know in the
It's not a horrible ending. In fact, it's one of those okay endings. It's one of those endings like where I think it could have been better. It's not exactly what I wanted, but it's an okay ending. It's fine. It's fine the way it is. But again, people being people. But if you want to avoid, if you don't want to join in on any controversy, just watch the first 24 episodes of Evangelion. Don't watch the last two. Then go over and watch the end of Evangelion. If it's that hard for you, just skip the final 2 episodes. Okay. If you plan on rewatching it, just skip the final 2 episodes and watch the movie. Or if you plan on watching it, if you don't want to join the controversy, don't watch the last 2 episodes. After you go there's 2 episodes left. Skip those. Go to the end of Evangelion. Okay? Boom. Problem solved. For those of you who haven't watched it yet. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoy. Most of these I agree with. Some of them I just get really mad over because it's a show. Like I got mad at the School Days one. I got mad at the Shield Hero one. I think I got the mostly mad at the Shield Hero one because I don't understand. People. I don't get it. Why? It's a great opening to a show. Why are you hating it? So that's going to be it. Hope you guys enjoy. If you did, leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment down below. I ran out of ideas for a YouTube video, so I just thought, you know what, let's react to something. And yeah, that's it. See you guys later. Bye-bye.